What's good, people? Thanks as always for passing by the channel. Much appreciated. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. So many people asked me about my opinion on Efe Ajagba. Did you see the Nigerian accent there? I stay mute on the subject just because up until yesterday, he's not really fought anyone and he's only had sort of 10 rounds of boxing. So it's very difficult to judge someone based on not just 10 rounds of boxing, but someone beating up people they really should just be beating up. Right? It's difficult. Personally, and behind the scenes, obviously, I'm extremely excited. He's a Nigerian, just like myself. And obviously, I want him to succeed. We've not, if you discount AJ, we've not had a decent heavyweight since Samuel Peters. That's Nigerians I'm talking about. So it's been a long, long time. So look, if we have got someone on the horizon that could do something, 110% I'm going to be behind him. But in terms of making videos talking about him as the next best thing, it's very difficult because, again, he's not been in there against anyone. Yesterday, obviously, he was in there against Amir Mansour, who, yes, is old. People are going to mention that immediately, him being 45, 46. But he's a young old in terms of heavyweight boxing because he's not like he's 46 and had 60 fights. He's only had something like 30 fights because, obviously, he was in jail for, what, 10 years or something. And we can judge him now because Amir Mansour has been in there with some decent mid-tier heavyweights. I mean, Dominic Brazil, he put Dominic Brazil down hard in that fight. A draw against Gerald Washington. Who else? He lost to Steve Cunningham and he lost recently to Agovic. So we can at least now say that he's been in there against somebody. Someone that we know is going to try and fight back. Someone that's in and around the top 40. Someone, right? I was impressed yesterday with Ajagba. Again, I don't want to get too excited. I'm trying to hold that back a bit, but I was impressed yesterday. He looks the part first and foremost. Let's just forget his boxing skills for a second. He looks the part, doesn't he? I mean, he's 6'5", 6'6", 240 pounds, and it's not 240 pounds of muscle. It's not like an AJ 240 pounds, very muscular. It's almost a bit like a cross between a Lennox Lewis and a Deontay Wilder kind of frame. So he definitely looks the part, and he can hit. He can hit, right? That's what you need in the heavyweight division. Can you hit? And he can hit. Amir Mansour just doesn't lie down. He hit Amir Mansour with a straight right, and that was it, really. Amir Mansour done well to get out of round 1 and round 2, and he was done after that. He can hit. You know what I like about him a lot? He uses his attributes very, very well. He has an 85-inch reach. He uses it, right? There was times in that fight where he just stood off Amir Mansour, and Amir Mansour couldn't touch him because he's using his reach. It was like, you can't hit me. I'm going to stand off you, and I'm going to hit you. You can't hit me. I think Amir Mansour's reach was 72 inches. And that's what I'm talking about, using your attributes. If you've got an 85-inch reach, you don't need to fight on the inside. You can stay on the outside and just pepper him all night long. And that's what he was doing. His jab and his big right hand. Boom, boom. Simple. You don't need to go on the inside. Amount of times I watch boxing, or even when I'm commentating, and you're seeing guys with that kind of reach and they're fighting on the inside, I'm like, what are you doing? You're making this tougher than it needs to be. And I think Efe Ajagba, if he's already started to learn that I can use my reach and just win fights based on my reach, that will take him a long way because he doesn't need to get involved. He will get involved because he's a very strong kid, but he doesn't need to get involved. That's one thing I definitely liked. And he fights good on the back foot as well. There's a couple of times yesterday where Amir Mansour tried to force the action and he took a couple of steps back for a beautiful uppercut, followed it with a good right hand. And I was like, decent. Decent. And let's also not forget, this is just me adding to it now because I'm excited. Let's also not forget Amir Mansour is a southpaw, right? I mean, that would have asked questions of him as well. Answered all those questions. So look, I am excited. I'm trying not to get too excited, but they're excited in America as well. Richard Schaefer's very high on him. So look, we might have something here. He's only 24. In saying that, there are a lot of good young prospects. I mean, we've got a couple over here in Nathan Gorman, Daniel Dubois, there's Tony Yoka in France. I mean, Hughie Fury's only 23, 24 as well. So there are good prospects all over the world, but he's definitely in that bunch of very good prospects now. It'll be very interesting to see what they do next to him. But guys, what do you think of Efe Ajagba? What do you think of him when you compare him to someone like a Daniel Dubois, who equally has a lot of power, or a Nathan Gorman, or a Hughie Fury, or Tony Yoka, or any of these other prospects out there? Where is he in this list of prospects? Remember, he's only 24. He really does have a 100% KO record if you remove the Curtis Harper nonsense. I'm high on him. Not too high, but I'm high on him because I think he looks the part, and I think potentially he could do some damage if they map it out right for him. But what do you guys think? Let me know. Peace.